JBN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, and in the news, police tactical team being trained for Western Jamaica. Police Commissioner Major General Anthony Anderson says a specialized team of police officers are being trained to undertake key security operations in the troubled police divisions in Western Jamaica. Anderson made the disclosure during a press briefing yesterday afternoon. There are 60 members currently under advanced tactical training ahead of being deployed to Area 1. This will significantly boost our capacity to respond to the challenges, he said. In order to counter criminal activity, we require highly trained, highly mobile, tactical police to operate in many of our urban spaces. We're recruiting more of these type of officers, he continued. Driven by the drugs or guns trade and the multi-million-dollar lottery scam scheme, St. James, Hanover, Westmoreland and Trelawney have combined to become one of the leading crime-producing regions in Jamaica, defying efforts of the security forces to arrest the problem. Commissioner Anderson said plans are also advanced for Hanover, Westmoreland and Trelawney to join St. James with quick response teams. Last financial year, we recruited 1,260, and this year we're looking at recruiting a similar number. We're increasing not only the number, but the quality of these officers, he said. The police recorded 634 murders between January 1 and June 6 this year, 32 more than for the similar period in 2021. About 76% of the killings resulted from gang feuds. The Area 1 division accounts for 205 of the murders, with St. James leading on 104, Westmoreland 64, and Hanover and Trelawney with 18 and 19, respectively. 3 gunmen killed in Hanover crash identified. The police have now identified the 3 gunmen who were killed in Sunday's crash along the Barbican Main Road in Hanover. They are 27-year-old Jermaine Scott, unemployed, of Pitford, St. James; Courtney Lazarus, 27, otherwise called Lazzy, of Salt Spring, St. James; and 17-year-old Javed Reed, otherwise called Javi, of King Street in St. James. It is reported that about midday, Reed, Lazarus and Scott were traveling in a silver Nissan Latio motor car from the direction of Montego Bay towards Lucy. On reaching a section of the Barbican Main Road, they reportedly received news that a police patrol was being conducted along the Mosquito Cove Main Road. It is reported that the driver quickly turned around the vehicle and sped back in the direction of Sandy Bay. On reaching a section of the roadway, the driver reportedly lost control of the vehicle, which collided into a Juta tour bus that was transporting 4 tourists from Montego Bay to Negril. The occupants of both vehicles, including the tour bus operator and the 4 tourists, sustained injuries and were rushed to hospital, where Lazarus, Reed and Scott were pronounced dead. The injured tourists and the tour bus operator were treated. A search of Lazarus, Reed and Scott, and the vehicle in which they were traveling led to the seizure of 2 illegal guns which contained ammunition. The police indicated that it has been revealed that Lazarus was charged with murder in a separate case of shooting. He was out on bail in both cases. Men held following shootout in downtown Kingston, 3 guns seized. The Metro Quick Response Unit, assigned to the Public Safety and Traffic Enforcement Branch, seized 3 guns and arrested 3 men following a shooting incident on Orange Street in downtown Kingston on Tuesday. The team was reportedly on patrol when they responded to explosions in the area. Reports are that there was an exchange of gunfire, after which 1 man was arrested at the scene, and 3 firearms along with a quantity of ammunition were seized. 2 of the men later turned up at the hospital with gunshot wounds. Allegations are that the men had carried out an attack on a man on Orange Street and were trying to escape when they were cornered by law enforcement officers. Witness no-show ruins murder case. A man accused of being among a group of heavily armed attackers who stormed a home in 2016, killing a resident and wounding his stepdaughter, was freed of murder and gun charges in the Home Circuit Court on Monday. The defendant, Wayne Allen, otherwise called Roche, was arrested in 2017 and charged with murder, conspiracy to murder, illegal possession of firearm, and illegal possession of ammunition. The 40-year-old was implicated in the murder of Derek Finlay, also known as Brownman, of Harvey Road in Kingston. However, before Monday's start of the judge-alone trial in the High Court, the prosecutor notified Justice Leighton Pusey that the Crown was unable to mount a viable case as it could not locate the main witness. As a result, the judge formally offered a not guilty verdict on the 4 charges against Allen. Allegations in the case were that on December 24, 2016, about 9:30 p.m., Allen, along with other persons armed with handguns and high-powered weapons, entered Finlay's yard. They kicked open his door and shot him in the head, killing him on the spot. Finlay's stepdaughter, who was present during the alleged attack, was shot in her buttocks. The men then allegedly escaped on foot. Police transported the young girl to the Kingston Public Hospital, where she was admitted and underwent surgery, while Finlay was pronounced dead on the scene by a doctor. Following an investigation, Allen was arrested in March 2017 during a police operation in Kid Lane and charged following a question and answer session. Senior Defense Counsel Lloyd McFarlane and his junior, Russell Stewart, represented the defendant. Suspects in Torspen quadruple murder identified, say police. Police have revealed that 2 suspects have been identified in Sunday night's quadruple murder in Torspen, Spanish Town. Police Commissioner Major General Anthony Anderson made the announcement during his address at the Jamaica Constabulary Forces monthly press conference. According to Major General Anderson, the men are previous offenders who were once in police custody. He said one was out on bail while the other absconded bail. In the case of the quadruple murder in Torspen, Spanish Town, this is a continuation of a gang conflict, and 2 of the main suspects have been identified. They have been put out as persons of interest and were previously charged with murder. One had absconded and the other was reported on bail, he said. According to police reports, Nicardo Moore, 21, of Railway Lane, Kirk Barrett, 21, also from Railway Lane, Desmond Bloomfield, 34, from Spanish Town, and Horace Letman, 28, a Tyler from Oxford Road in Spanish Town, were all fatally shot when gunmen drove up and opened fire at them on Railway Lane. In the meantime, Anderson also revealed that a person of interest has also been identified in the East Kingston triple murder that took place over the weekend. The police commissioner indicated that the suspect is a repeat offender who was also out on bail. Police reports state that at approximately 12:10 a.m. on Sunday morning, Kevin Bonfield, 26, otherwise called Killy Killy, of Whitehall, St. Thomas, Horville Hermit, 29, otherwise called Mr. Bean, of Pleasant View, Bull Bay, and Earl Jackson, 54, otherwise called Presley, of Pleasant View, Bull Bay, were approached by a group of armed men who shot them. The incident took place in 8 Miles, Bull Bay in St. Andrew. Law enforcers are yet to establish a motive for the killing, but shared that the incident could be stemming from an ongoing gang feud between warring factions from the 7 Miles and 8 Miles areas. 15-year-old Camperdown schoolgirl held with gun. A 15-year-old Camperdown high schoolgirl was detained by police Monday after a firearm was found in her school bag. Police said the teen was detained after a vehicle she was in was stopped and searched, and the gun, a 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 11 9mm rounds of ammunition, was found. The driver of the vehicle has also been taken into custody, while another man who was traveling with them fled from the police and is being sought. Reports are that about 4:30 p.m., members of the Joint Anti-Gang Task Force were conducting a spot check at the intersection of Windward Road and Mountain View Avenue. During the check, it is understood a Toyota Wish motor car was signaled to stop. The driver complied, but a man immediately ran from the vehicle. The motor car, along with its occupants, was subsequently searched, and the firearm was found in the teen's bag. She and the driver were taken into custody. Jamaica reports 253 new COVID cases, 3 deaths. Jamaica reported 253 new cases of COVID-19 and 3 fatalities on Tuesday, according to the latest statistics from the Ministry of Health and Wellness. This pushed the total number of cases of the virus since the start of the pandemic to 139,456 and the death toll to 3,079. Of the new reported cases, there were 151 females and 102 males with ages ranging from 81 days to 91 years. The cases were recorded in St. James, 86, Kingston and St. Andrew, 58, St. Catherine, 23, St. Anne, 16, Portland, 14, St. Mary, 14, Westmoreland, 13, Clarendon, 8, Trelawney, 8, Hanover, 6, Manchester, 5, and St. Elizabeth, 2. Meanwhile, the latest deaths were an 82-year-old man from Kingston and St. Andrew, a 91-year-old man from Westmoreland, and an 88-year-old man from Westmoreland. The country also recorded 105 new recoveries, bringing the total number of recoveries to 88,080. The positivity rate for the latest round of testing was 32%. There are 123 people hospitalized, 3 of them critically ill. There are 2,852 confirmed active cases on the island. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.